Your happiness should not be a byproduct of your environment. Your happiness comes from within. That is why some people are affected negatively by retrogrades and other people use it as a time for balance and a time for letting go of things that no longer serve them. I say that a lot. 10 of Wands is popping up. I feel like you are taking way too much on for yourself. A lot of burdens, a lot of carrying responsibilities on your back. And you are not balanced out right now. You are lacking the balance of doing things for yourself. You're either taking on too much at work, or you're taking on too much with your family, or you are taking on too much with your friends, and you don't have enough time for yourself, for pleasure, and for fun. You are taking on other people's burdens. That is a big one here, that you don't know how to balance your social life and your work life with your personal life. You feel like you need to overwork yourself in order to get you to where you want to be, or you need to prove yourself at work. And that is why you keep taking on so much for yourself. You need to let that go. That is not in your pay grade. You are not getting paid enough to care so much. You have to care about yourself first and foremost. You are the priority, and you should be the priority. But you're not in balance in this case. You are not in balance right now. And you know that you're not in balance, but this is your confirmation that you do need to let go of things that no longer serve you, that are pushing you down, and that are keeping other burdens on as your responsibility. It is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is you, and frankly, you decide which burdens you take on for yourself, because you either live a life of pleasure or you live a life of misery. You either put a lot of responsibilities on yourself and expect everything to be perfect, or you allow yourself to go with the flow of excitement and curiosity. The choice there is yours. 2 of Wands, a sense of procrastination as well. You are taking out you are taking on a lot for yourself right now and living in disbalance because you're expecting something to change in the future, that you think that you're working up to a certain thing that is going to make things easier for you later. But there's a huge issue here, that if you are not balanced in the present moment, your body is not going to know what balance is later. So if you overwork yourself right now, thinking that you have to put in a shit ton of effort right here, right now, in order to be able to live a life of luxury later, that's never going to be the case, because your body is never going to be comfortable in that luxury and in that peace. You have to make that peace for yourself right here, right now. And that isn't to say that you shouldn't put in effort to do a lot of work right now to live a more luxurious life later, but that is to say that you need to balance it out. You can't burn yourself out right here, because then you won't be able to enjoy your successes later. You need to find time to balance things out. Stop taking on so much for yourself. It is always going to be there for you. And start living a life that is a lot more well-balanced, where you can take a breather whenever you need to, instead of taking on more responsibilities, which you don't need.